What's going on, guys? It's Exo-Bombs, and we are back on WWE 2K20 for Jeff Hardy's My Career Universe. You already know what it is. The last episode, we won the Money in the Bank contract for the World Heavyweight Championship match of our choice, whenever, wherever. It doesn't really matter. So, Mr. Money in the Bank Jeff Hardy kicking off SmackDown, going up against Drew McIntyre tonight. Then we got Sasha Banks versus Brie Bella. Roderick Strong accompanied by Undisputed Era going up against Rusev, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, Cesaro versus Truth, Dolph Ziggler's cutting a promo tonight, Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin, The Rock versus Undertaker, and ending off the main event with the World Heavyweight Champion Edge going up against Triple H. So without further ado, we are going to hop right into episode 3. So here we go, we're going to be hopping into this match against Drew McIntyre to start off episode 3. Guys, just a quick reminder, my link to my Instagram and Twitter will be in the description below. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my channel, of course. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you like this video, comment what you guys want to see. When do you think I should cash in the Money in the Bank contract? And all sorts of other things that you guys want to see with this series. And I'm going to do a test this episode. I'm going to turn off reversals. So like the reversal limit. So that way it's not really too compact. Because I know that the matches get boring when it's just back and forth and back and forth. I'm going to see if this helps any. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into this match against Drew McIntyre. So here we are, coming fresh off of our Money in the Bank victory. With Drew McIntyre was actually in that match. So this is sort of a redemption story for Drew McIntyre, as starting off slow here. Going for a combo, a couple quick elbows. Drew McIntyre with the reversal and the clothesline to Jeff Hardy. Couple of with a stomp to the chest. Drew McIntyre going for a body slam, but Jeff Hardy not having any of it. An elbow to the head of Jeff Hardy. And both men just going back and forth here to start. What are we going to see? Here's that signature start off that we always have. With that snapmare with an elbow to the back of the head. Drew McIntyre rolling out of the ring. Nice little running cross body there. And he's just reversing everything so far. So we're getting a little bit of offense off. There's an Irish whip. Going for a back elbow, but he missed it. And a nice little takedown from the legs as he hits his face first off the mat. And a hard clothesline to Jeff. And Drew McIntyre is just absolutely on his A game tonight. He just frustrated over the loss at Money in the Bank. As Jeff Hardy ducks under with a couple of kicks to the legs of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre fires back with a punch. Jeff Hardy with a drop toe hold. And both men just going back and forth here. I'm telling you, Drew is just reversing everything. He is feeling himself tonight. As Jeff Hardy rolls onto the apron. Drew McIntyre bringing him back into the ring with the suplex. But Jeff Hardy reverses it and slams him onto the mat. Jeff Hardy going to the top rope. What are we going to see here? Crossbody off the top rope to Drew McIntyre. Standing frog splash to Drew McIntyre. And he goes for the kick to the back, but Drew McIntyre gets out of the way of it. Nice little neck breaker from Drew McIntyre. And it's just back and forth in this match. Nobody really able to get the upper hand here. Drew McIntyre with the headlock. Trying to work Jeff Hardy here. But Jeff getting out of it. Jeff Hardy, what's he going for here? Goes for a little breaker to Drew McIntyre. And a vicious knee to the head of Drew McIntyre. Nice little leg drop here. As Jeff Hardy, was about to Irish whip Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre gets out of it. And a punch to the head of Jeff Hardy gets Drew McIntyre to the floor, or gets Jeff to the floor, excuse me. Jeff Hardy bringing it back into the ring now. Picking up Drew McIntyre. What's he looking for here? Going for the twist of fate. There it is. Twist of fate to Drew McIntyre. Will this be it? 1, 2, and a 2 count from Jeff Hardy. As Drew McIntyre kicks out of the twist of fate, Jeff Hardy sees his opportunity here. The ref wanting him to get off the top rope, but he just lets it go. Swanton bomb to Drew McIntyre. Will this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out from Drew McIntyre after the Swanton bomb. That is a rare for someone to kick out of the Swanton bomb from Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy just not knowing what to do now. As Jeff Hardy just trying to weaken every part of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre reverse drop kick and gets a kick to the chest of Jeff Hardy. Drew McIntyre pulling together some offense now, but a kick to the gut of Drew McIntyre. Back with that snapmare with an elbow. And Jeff just trying to attack the legs now. Drew McIntyre with the kneeling fisherman carry. Oh, and Jeff Hardy reverses the Glasgow kiss with the, I believe it was a forearm to Drew McIntyre. Jeff Hardy staying on top of Drew McIntyre. He knows that he is never out of these matches. Drew McIntyre, probably one of the toughest opponents he's faced so far. Actually, probably is the toughest opponent he's faced so far. But what do we have here? Jeff Hardy with the twist of fate stunner to Drew McIntyre. But what's this? He's not going to the top rope. What's Jeff Hardy looking for here? As Jeff Hardy has Drew leaned against the ropes, thrown him to the outside of the ring. What do we have here? Jeff Hardy seizing the opportunity with a missile drop kick to Drew McIntyre on the outside of the ring. As both just going back and forth here. Drew McIntyre gets out of that predicament. Drew McIntyre going for a suplex on the outside. But Jeff Hardy just getting back into this match here. Irish whips Drew McIntyre back into the ring. And an elbow to the head of Drew. Into the leg drop. Jeff Hardy getting back into the ring now. As Drew McIntyre is just laying there lifeless. It looks like Jeff is just really going for the back of Drew McIntyre. I don't really know what he has planned. Oh, what's this going to be here from Jeff Hardy? We got a suplex to Drew McIntyre. And a spinning leg drop to the head of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre in a world of pain right now. Elbow to the head of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre sends Jeff Hardy over the top rope. And just going back and forth. Jeff Hardy hurrying back into the ring. Going to the top rope. Here comes Drew McIntyre with a vicious chop to Jeff Hardy. But Jeff Hardy with the punch to Drew McIntyre, which leads to the crossbody. And Jeff Hardy just having fun with Drew McIntyre right now. Look at this. The twist of fate for the second time in this match. Jeff Hardy going to the top rope. He is absolutely exhausted. Jeff Hardy climbing to the top rope, using every bit of strength that he has left. Could we see it here for the second time? Jeff Hardy. Swanton bomb. Oh, but Drew McIntyre gets the knees up. Drew McIntyre got the knees up. Drew McIntyre back on top of the game with Jeff Hardy here. And a vicious backbreaker. And Drew McIntyre going to the top rope. What are we going to see here? And a knee drop to the head of Jeff Hardy going for the pin. Not even a 1 count. Jeff Hardy still has a lot of fight left in him. What are we going to see here? A vicious boot to the head of Jeff Hardy. What's Drew McIntyre calling for? Could we see it? Look at this. It's the Future Shock DDT to Jeff Hardy. 1. Only a 1 count from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre can't believe it. What does he have to do to put Jeff Hardy away? As he's slowly picking up Jeff now. What are we going to see here? Both men have kicked out of finishers tonight. Jeff Hardy gets out of that predicament. And Jeff Hardy, he's feeling himself a little bit. What are we going to see here? As Jeff Hardy gets out of that. Let's see it. Look at this. Oh, but Drew McIntyre gets out of that sticky situation there. But Jeff Hardy right back on the offensive. But Drew McIntyre right back to where he left off. Drew McIntyre going for the pin. 1, 2. And a 2 count to Jeff Hardy. Drew McIntyre has no idea what he has to do to keep this man down. And he's just using his raw strength to pick up Jeff Hardy there. Could we see it again? He goes for the Glasgow kiss again, but Jeff Hardy gets out of it. Jeff Hardy with the body slam. And Drew McIntyre with the alertness knew Jeff Hardy was going to the top rope. Jeff Hardy flips Drew McIntyre back in the McIntyre gets away from the kick. Jeff Hardy with a few elbows to the head of Drew McIntyre. Russian leg sweep. Jeff Hardy said it's time to end this. Going for it for the 3rd time in this match. Playing to the crowd. And it looks like Drew's getting up here. And a vicious kick to the stomach of Drew McIntyre. And here it is. For the 3rd time in this match, the Swanton Bomb to Drew McIntyre. Will this be it? 1, 2, and that's going to be it. Jeff Hardy picks up the win tonight against Drew McIntyre. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this match. As it was a back and forth, really all the match. Actually, just kidding, we're not going to see any highlights. Jeff Hardy celebrating the win tonight. Jeff knows it's a hard-fought victory. What's going on here? Drew McIntyre getting attacked by somebody invisible. And Jeff Hardy beating the crap out of him now. WWE 2K20 at its finest. With the clothesline over the top rope. Jeff Hardy feeling himself after that match. And Drew McIntyre back to his feet now. Both men just staring each other down. Jeff Hardy leaving the ring. Showing a sign of respect to Drew McIntyre after that match. Helping himself from the 2K man. And we're going to see you guys with another match. I'll see you guys here shortly. So here we are in the second set of matches for the night. Here's the match card lineup. We have the New Day taking on... what are they called? I forget what they're called. The Street Profits, that's what it's called. Then we have Dolph Ziggler taking on Jackson Ryker. Cedric Alexander going up against Apollo Crews. Tommaso Ciampa versus Cesaro. Andrade with Zelina Vega going up against R-Truth. Pete Dunne versus Baron Corbin. Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey. The World Heavyweight Champion Edge going up against Goldberg. And last but not least in the SmackDown main event is Mr. Money in the Bank, Jeff Hardy, going up against Sheamus, who was apparently the mystery attacker of last week. So guys, without further ado, we're going to hop into this match. And here we are, Jeff Hardy going up against Sheamus. And Jeff Hardy going right after Sheamus, not showing any retribution after his cowardice act last week against Drew McIntyre. And just some vicious stomps to Sheamus. And Jeff Hardy with an elbow to the head of Sheamus, right into the snapmare back elbow. And Jeff Hardy just absolutely letting him have it. Not giving him any breathing room. Nice little float over takedown from Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy staying right on Sheamus. Is a nice little DDT there. Look at that. Jeff Hardy acting like a spider monkey out there. As Sheamus getting himself back together on the ring apron. But Jeff Hardy quickly getting him back inside the ring. And a kick to the chest as Jeff Hardy is just not letting Sheamus have any breathing room here. Sheamus finally getting on the offensive. Just kidding. Looks like Jeff Hardy with the knee to the head of Sheamus. And he's just going right after Sheamus, not letting him have any breathing room. Not after last week. As Jeff Hardy is on fire in this match. And already the twist of fate to Sheamus. Is this going to be enough? 1, 2. And a 2 count to Sheamus. As Jeff Hardy is just inflicting nothing but pain to Sheamus. Sheamus finally getting something going. As Jeff Hardy with the sunset flip powerbomb. 1. Sheamus reverses it, and Jeff Hardy gets out of it almost immediately. Sheamus trying to get out of the ring to escape Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Hardy with the Irish whip into the barricade to Sheamus. Just letting him have it, not giving him any breathing room. Jeff Hardy with the Irish whip into the ring post. Oh, and slamming his head off the ring post, busting him wide open. And Jeff Hardy just throwing him around like a rag dog all around the ring. Crossbody to Sheamus on the outside. And it's not looking like Jeff Hardy plans on letting him go anytime soon, as he gets back in the ring now. And I mean, this is an absolute beating to Sheamus from Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy now climbing to the top rope. Are we going to see it here? Swanton bomb to Sheamus. Is that going to be enough to put him away here? 1, 2. And that's going to be it. Jeff Hardy with the absolute domination to Sheamus. After last week's cowardly attack to Drew McIntyre. There you see the twist of fate to Sheamus. There you see it from another angle. And you see the kick out at 2 there. There's a little sunset flip powerbomb to Sheamus as they both go back and forth. And after the Swanton bomb, Jeff Hardy picks up the victory tonight over Sheamus. In record fashion, might I say. I mean, looks absolutely good. Oh, what's this? Jeff Hardy's not done yet. I mean, he is getting retribution for Drew McIntyre. As he throws Sheamus into the ring. He's getting a chair from underneath the ring. What is this from Jeff Hardy? And a chair shot to the back of Sheamus. Oh, don't do it, Jeff. Don't do it, Jeff. To the ankle. Oh my gosh. He had to break Sheamus' ankle right there. And Sheamus, his ankle has to be shattered. And Jeff Hardy with the Swanton bomb to put the icing on the cake. What an aggressive side we see from Jeff Hardy tonight as he gets retribution for Drew McIntyre. And guys, that's going to be it for this episode. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment what you all want to see, and make sure that you subscribe to Exo-Bombs. Link to Instagram and Twitter will be in the description. Make sure that you go follow both of those, and I will see you guys with episode 4 of Jeff Hardy's My Career Universe soon.